You're listening to That Home Loan Hub. I'm Zibuni Salimova, here to make home loans and property investing simple, smart and stress-free. Let's get you closer to your property dreams. Hello and welcome back to That Home Loan Podcast. Today we share some exciting news with you. We managed to get across our first home buyers and I've got James on the case and he's going to tell us what went on. Hello, James.
Hey, how's it going? We've got super good news, yeah. So we've got some clients that we've been working with. They're a really awesome family. This is the greatest people ever. And they've got 3 young children and they don't have a big income. It's pretty average. And the mum she looks after the kids. So they get a bit of working for families. So they've got the working for families and they've got the average sort of income. But we've managed to get them a loan with a second tier or a non-bank lender. When all the other banks, wouldn't go near them. So it's really cool for them. It gets them into the property market. They just want a family home, and they've been working for it for a little while, and this is great to finally get them across the line.
Yeah, so let's go back to the beginning. Originally, the Mister contacted us, and he wanted to see if he even had a chance at all, right? Because he really wanted to buy a house for his family. They've moved around a bit because he had job opportunities in various towns, and then they ended up coming back to their hometown to be around their family. Because having 3 little kids, they needed to have some family support around the mum. And when we tried, and they were perfect candidates for Kāinga order, except he wasn't in the same role with the same employer for 12 months.
That's right. He'd had to move around. He did it for the job, but he also moved around because he was helping his various families out in different areas. So he was trying to help his family out. He was doing the right thing, but he just got caught out. He got caught out with that clause that you have to be. Was it 12 months?
12 months.
Yeah. So he's only been in for 3 months.
Yeah. Even though he was doing the same role, so the same occupation, just different employers. Yeah. And this is something to be very aware of if you think that you can apply to Kāinga order because your income meets the threshold. Because a lot of the time people only look at the income. If you're single, it has to be 95,000 cap. And then if you joined or coupled, with the dependent, etc., it's $150,000 income cap. And they were under the cap.
Absolutely.
So they thought, cool, we're under the cap, we can do this. And we've been contributing to our KiwiSaver for 3 years, we can do this. However, few misconceptions here, and one of them is 12 months in solid employment or 2 years if you're self-employed. Yeah. And for this particular family, we managed to find them the solution where we can take them to a second-tier lender. They had 10% deposit. They buy a property. And then in 3 months' time, after proving that they can afford their repayments, they've got good credit history, we can actually refinance them. Because a lot of banks, what they do is they do dollar-to-dollar refinance, and it's exempt within their policies. So when you consider to be high LVR deal, so high loan-to-value ratio, a lot of banks can't take you in because it's outside their quota or how many people they can have with that position. However, when it comes to refinance dollar to dollar, if we're doing exactly the same amount of refinance, you're not topping up the mortgage at all, then in most cases you would be exempt. Okay. So we can refinance them. Yeah, which is fantastic news for them. And to be honest, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, if they went to a normal bank today, they would be paying around 5.5% interest. With the second tier lender,
it'd be just over 7 or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's under 8, and it's actually not that bad. Not that bad.
And it's not a long-term scenario usually, isn't it? Like you're saying, it gets you through a sticky period. Yeah. And the key thing is that 10%. If you're going from the Kāinga order, you only need 5%. But if you're looking at those the non-bank lenders, you're needing 10%. So it's the great thing is that most of these, even though these families are on low incomes, they're still paying into their KiwiSaver. So most of them, and because they're at the lower end of the market, they only need 40 grand in their KiwiSaver to buy a $400,000 house. Is that right? Where's my math gone?
Yep, 40,000 for a 400K house. And the benefit of buying right now, like we are at the lowest with the property market, right? And if they buy in right now, they're already winning because if they wait longer, let's say Kāinga tells them you have to come back in 12 months' time because you haven't, 9 months' time. Yeah. In 9 months' time, the property prices might go up another 5%. So the goalpost would move again. Yes, they might lose 2% now on repayments because the interest rate is higher, but they don't have to come up with another 5% savings in 9 months' time. So the winnings are there for them.
Yeah, and you're building equity sooner as those house prices move. So it's really cool. I'm really keeping in very good touch with all these clients about the state of the market, just so that they're still aware that it is in their favour. And so we'll keep watching conditions out there and see if we're going to see any changes. But it doesn't look likely this calendar year in terms of whether the market's going to move very much, I don't think.
Yeah,
I think it's going to remain a buyer's market.
The recent stats came out and it was the Wellington, I think, went down 3%.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, whoa, I think we were the lowest region, wasn't it? Yeah, got hit the most.
Porirura's doing okay though, apparently. Okay. All the other ones are not so good.
Thank you, James. This was very informative. I believe it's a very important subject for those that are on a lower income, that think they don't have any hope, or think that just because, Kāinga ora is not an option for them, that there is no other way. There is a way. Yep. We can make it happen. And we work very closely with our clients. And I know you do a lot of work with them and their budgets, and you go through their numbers and give them pointers. So I think it's fantastic to have someone like you on the team that has that care and passion.
Yeah, I really like doing it. Just, come and talk to us. We're here to help you, and we can point you in the right direction and get you on the right track to getting your first place.
Awesome. Thank you so much and have a good day. And that's a wrap on That Home Loan Hub. Don't forget to hit subscribe and join me next time for more property tips and tricks. Your next smart move starts here.